to be there for her through her growth and support her all the way around. So, what is today's topic? The topic today is why shoot the breeze about it when you can be about it? That's right. Eloquently stated several decades ago by Nasir Jones, affectionately known as Nas. That's right. That was off of his album. It was written some time ago. But how do we even get to this? Well, I had the pleasure of being on a podcast last week. Shout out to Michael Davis Thomas, very impressive young man. He has a podcast, Resilient Voices and Beyond, and he asked me to come on board to talk about the work I'm doing with Michigan's children as a policy and program associate. And part of his protocol is saying, tell me a quote you live by. And of course, I always go to that quote. I remember, years ago when I heard it and how it impacted me. And based on what the quote would be, is that was going to be the name of the podcast. So as I say, my discussions always come from the headlines or come from my, everyday life. And that's what this is. Good morning, Michelle. Michelle Mimi Watkins in the building. Always great to see you on these Monday Motivations. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great weekend. My topic today is why shoot the breeze about it when you can be about it. I mean, it's a quote that I live by, and it's so ironic that years ago when I first heard that quote, you go from being a young person, experiencing life, getting into the professional world, trying to make your bones about you. And I look back at where I am right now at 46 to be able to look back and having had an impact, made an impression. People know me for what I do. My buddy Vern Richards always says, one thing for you to know somebody, but do they know you? And if they know you, what do they think about you? So going from trying to find out who you're going to be in this world to being at a point to this is who you are, and why shoot the breeze about it when you can be about it? Well, there's something that's very important. There's a term, psychological term that I want to introduce or reintroduce to some of you guys called self-efficacy. Self-efficacy. And why is that important? Because that is regarding the power of believing in yourself. Now, I want to say something that people may disagree with or see differently, but it's worth noting. Self-efficacy is not wishful thinking or the fake it till you make it attitude. Now, there is a place for that. Fake it till you make it. That's a discussion with yourself for a different time, for a different place. But I'm talking about when you really know your self-efficacy. And what is that? Self-efficacy is best viewed in terms of having confidence in your ability to apply your skills in a particular situation. See, that's totally contrary to faking it till you make it. Because faking it till you make it is saying, I really may not have the ability to be here, but I'm just going to work it out. Compared to self-efficacy, which is based on having confidence in your ability to apply your skills, knowing what you're capable of doing, right? I have a Facebook user that come on and say, good morning, my brother. It says Facebook user. I want to say that might be my brother, Kevin. Kevin Marshall, the coach. Sounds like his language saying, good morning, my brother. But I wish good morning to you as well. Going forward, it could have found it on a different platform. So self-efficacy is important because when we talk about why shoot the breeze about it when you can be about it, let me get back to the heart of that. So many times we have this default system going on in our brains that's telling us all the reason why something can't work. You will have an idea and immediately you'll have 10 reasons why you say it can't work. And some may be valid. That's my man. See, I know. See, brother, I don't even got to see your face or your name. I know my brother come with that tone. He said, good morning, my brother. That's my brother, Kev, right there. Good to see you, brother. Hope all is well. Talking about, trying to instill in these young people, Kevin, why shoot the breeze and just talk about it when you can be about it? Because we go into all these defaults of why we can't do something. Man, I want to do this, but, and boom, 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 boom. In many cases, it's when that idea that's in your brain goes outside of your brain and gets formalized into words that other people hear, and other people do what? They judge. Well, mama say I can't do it. It's not my mama. My mama say I can do anything, by the way, which goes a long way. But my friends say I can't do it. Or they go laugh at me. Or what they go say about me. Oh, yeah, you're going to have all kind of people talking crazy. But you know what, man? I came to the conclusion, folks, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think about what I'm trying to do. I'm going to do it. It's my mindset. Why shoot the breeze about it when you can be about it? We put so much effort into this default system of why we can't do something instead of going back to our self-efficacy and realizing that as a coach, I've trained. I help my athletes with their running. I help my guys learn the plays. You put it out there so you can have this kind of impact, and then you get left with this. So let's talk more about your skills. Notably, it entails having a clear understanding of your skills. Do you know what you're capable of doing? I knew that when I wanted to move on in my career, whether it was sports psychology or sports media, I had to get more credentials. I had to get a body of work. I had to get some more content. See, sometimes we have this idea we want to do something. You want to go straight to the front of the line. I'm not saying success can't be rapid, but also you have to be able to build a body of work so you can actually go forward and do it. Michelle says people are going to talk regardless. That's right, Michelle. I think that's important and something that's really overlooked, that we're so concerned about how someone feels. But here's the killer. The person that talk about you really don't even care about you. Yeah, you may know them, but they're not invested in that way. Our brother Kevin comes on and says, yeah, they worried about the wrong thing. If God give you an idea, go after it and follow your dream. That's it. Where did that idea come from? Where did it get implanted from? Where did it started with you, was given to you, and you got to believe it enough to go forward with it. I think that's really important. Here's a great visual on that note, Kevin. Perfect time. A great visual of how we go from being, believing in ourselves to not. Let's talk about self-efficacy, and I'm gonna give you a visual for that. Right here, the young sister that's climbing the mountaintop, getting it done, feeling good. She has high self-efficacy. That's a way that's kind of shown in the visual form. She's believing in herself and her ability. She has a smile on her face. She's getting to the top. The young man on the other side, he has low self-efficacy in his body language. He's not sure. He can't believe he's able to do it. So how do we get to that point? Self-efficacy can help in challenging in certain times. That's when you got to say, I'm capable of doing it. I've done this before. I've been to the mountaintop. For me, I use the example, the shirt that I'm wearing today, the polo. It's a Nike USA basketball polo. This came from my experience working with USA basketball several years. But how that started, and many may know the story, it started with me just sitting down and pulling up my phone one day and Googling USA basketball and found out that they had the youth development camps. It's been going on for several years now. And for me to book a flight to book a flight to Las Vegas, the next thing you know, I'm interacting with all those, from my guy, Coach Don Showalter, Jay Demings. The whole crew was a great group of individuals. And from there, I was able to take my skills and be a presenter and travel the country with them. And it was a great thing being a part of the USA basketball family. So this shirt is a representation of my self-efficacy of when I've done something before, but also, instead of me just shooting the breeze about it, wanting to be about it. Yeah, sometimes your dreams and thoughts can be so big, nobody wants to believe it, but that's okay as long as you believe it. Or as DJ Khaled says on the most impactful song and album of the year, God did. As Kevin said, if God gave it to you, but here's some other steps. Check out this, guys. This is where the process normally goes. It starts with, oh, I can't do it. Then you go up, oh, I want to do it. And then you say, well, how do I do it? Then you say, I'm going to try to do it. Then you say, you know what? I can do it. And finally, I will do it. And then you have success. You see this process right here? We just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 7 steps for a process. So if it's something that you want, it's going to be a process. I'm not saying you stop shooting the breeze about it and it happens, but I'm saying you go through this process of, you know what? I really can do this. And you got to watch who you share these things with, because if you get somebody who can tell you every reason why you can't, it ain't worth it. So what I'm saying to you guys on this day is, why shoot the breeze about it when you can be about it? Why just sit and talk about it? We can go out there and do something about it. Self-efficacy can help in those challenges in certain times. I said that. And also, any challenge, if you live long enough, will have a similarity to other challenges you face and overcome. That's where the self-efficacy come in. You say, man, I've been in the bad spot before. I've been down before. I've gone through this before. And you can find a way to look back to things you've accomplished and the things you've overcome for the next challenge that you have. Experience fosters self-efficacy. The things that you go through when you experience will help you get that self-efficacy so you can be like the young lady individual that we have. I know it's animation, but to be able to reach that mountaintop and reach that goal inspired, because you've been through it before. I just hope that can have an impact on someone who's listening to this today. Red Grant jumps in. Good morning, brother. How you doing, Red? Good to see you this morning. Thanks for checking in with the SPS Monday Motivation. Want to wish you all the best. We're talking about don't talk about it, be about it, and experience fosters self-efficacy, no doubt. Experience fosters self-efficacy. So, guys, what I just want to say to you guys on this Monday Motivation, I was able to bring up a quote that's very impactful to me based on me being on a podcast, not too long ago, and for me to be able to come and share that with you guys today, hopefully to give it some inspiration going forward. And all I can say is, why shoot the breeze about it when you can be about it? Don't just talk about it. Figure out what I got to do. Let's go through those steps one more time. It's worth seeing it one more time. Go from saying, yeah, I can't do it, to I want to do it, to how do I do it? I'll try to do it. I can do it. I will do it. And then you find success. It's happened so many times in your life. You got to just go back and remind yourself of how have you done that. And then also remind yourself you're capable of doing it going forward. So with that, we're past the 10-minute mark. I just want to wish you guys the best on this day going forward. To have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great month. Have a great year. Have a great life. This is Lindsay Hustle, SPS signing off. And the last thing I say, Young Rand is my guy. Most think that mountaintop is tall, and they won't try. It's too tall to try to tackle. That's right. They think it's too tall. But if it's something you love and care about, the passion is just in experiencing it. The passion is doing the research. I'm doing some research right now for some upcoming work I'm going to be doing. It's not just about the idea of when I get it done and what happens. It's about going through the process. That's why you should do things you love and care about. My brother Kevin says, have a great day. My brother, I want you to have a great day too. Everybody have a great day going forward. All right. Appreciate you guys for supporting SPS. This is Lindsay Helson. I'll see you guys next time. And watch out Friday. King versus Cass at Cass Tech. SPS will be in the building. It'll be a great, great show. With 2 Detroit teams representing well for their programs. Looking forward to being down there, and check us out with SPS. Peace.